Welcome to Techstination. Joining us are Barry Schwartz with Silver Micron Technology and Ed DiRenna, who's with American Vacuum Innovations. Thanks for joining us, Ed and Barry.
Thank you.
Here. Thank you for inviting us.
Well, let's start out with a bit of the story behind what you have on the market. First of all, I'm going to turn to you, Ed, because your vacuum, your latest on the market, is using some of the technology that Barry invented. So tell us what you have on the market and how it's different from what's been out before. I think it's called the Zero G vacuum.
Yes, it's called the Zero G as in zero gravity because the canister part of the vacuum actually floats on air, similar to a hovercraft. The vacuum has an unmatched feature set, including the Silver Micron bags, which are antimicrobial and antibacterial and antiviral. As I mentioned, the vacuum does a lot of things, but one of the things it does best is by test and by consumer actual usage, it outcleans virtually any other vacuum. It picks up dirt that other vacuums leave behind. And it's also very versatile. You can clean from your floors to your ceiling fans, to your baseboards, even to the roads of your car. So it's a unique, high quality, high performance machine. And it's been very well received, including by professional reviewers, such as the best vacuum we ever tested.
Well, describe for us how it's able to hover more or less. There are no wheels.
Yes, the canister part of it uses its exhaust air to float a few millimeters above the surface. It's got a patented set of baffles underneath the canister, which trap and concentrate the air so that you have lift on the canister. Now, the canister is fairly light. It's all under 9 pounds, but it's very powerful. In fact, one of our dealers used to tell his customers who wanted a light vacuum and a powerful vacuum, he'd say you could have one or the other, but not both, until he ran into the Zero G. It's very light and very powerful, which is a unique combination on vacuums. So basically it floats similar to what a hovercraft does in the English Channel, for example. It has no wheels, so it can't scratch any surface.
Really, really interesting technology, and does do a great job cleaning. We've been testing a unit out, and it's using the Silver Micron technology in the bags. So I'm going to turn to Barry here. Give us some background. What is Silver Micron technology?
Silver Micron technology is the world's first vacuum cleaner bag, and we also offer a HVAC filter for the home that infuses silver ions into a media, and that media is used as the inner layer for Ed's Zero G canister vacuum in the bag part. And in the HVAC filter, it's the main media for the filter. And that media has the ability to inhibit the growth of, and I can use another word, destroys, germs, mold, bacteria, and viruses on contact. And the time frame on the bag is 1 month. The time frame on the HVAC filter is 3 months. And there was a test that just came out in June of 2020, done by an independent testing laboratory in Sweden, backed up by a second test done in a lab in Israel, where it shows that silver ions can be effective against COVID-19 on contact.
Very interesting. So how did this come about, Barry? Tell me about it.
This is a 15-year trip for me. I owned 2 vacuum cleaner stores in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And my kid sat me down one day and said, "Dad, you just know too much stuff. You know, go reinvent the wheel." And so I said, "Okay, I'll see what I can come up with." And I sat down starting to look for things I wanted to do. And I realized that, because I have kids, and personally for myself and my wife, we're exposed to germs, mold, and bacteria and viruses all the time. And you spend most of your life in your home because, you sleep there minimum usually around 8 hours a night. And I realized that the EPA had published an article that your air in your home is over 10 times dirtier than the air just outside your door of your house. And so I set about trying to come up with a filtration media that could effectively do something against germs, mold, and bacteria. And through research and searching around on the internet, I found a company in China that originally made this media. And that's the media that goes into Ed's bag. And I secured the media for myself under a non-disclosure, non-compete agreement. And then for the media, for the HVAC filter, we wanted to do the same thing, but because of COVID, that turned out to be, we could not move forward with that. So I had to search around to see if there was anybody in the United States. And by luck, I ran into a gentleman out of Colorado that produced an even better media that not only adds silver ions to the media, but also adds submicron carbon for odor control. And we proceeded to move forward. And the bag is currently on the market, being sold through Ed at the Zero G website. And then we have the filters will be available the first week of November.
Very interesting. Are they much more expensive than traditional filters for
Believe it or
heating and
not,
cooling?
they're less expensive.
Wow.
Thank you. I took a look at the market and I did a lot of price comparisons to see what was out there. And I just worked out a deal with the manufacturer of the media, the company that's going to manufacture the filter, which is out of Rochester, New York. And we set out to try and hit a price point. We anticipate, again, I don't want to quote for sure, but we anticipate a retail price somewhere between $9.99 and $12.99, which again is peanuts for a filter that does what we do, what this filter can do. And again, it's the only one of its kind in the entire world. And there's been a lot of people coming to us because the word's starting to get out. This filter does exist and the bags exist for Ed's vacuum. And most everybody, because of COVID, is so into the germs, mold, and bacteria that this is becoming a very popular item just by word of mouth.
Ed, tell us about the impact of the pandemic on what you're doing and your business.
Well, the unfortunate part is the pandemic's horrible, as we all know, but it did create a need for what we like to call home hygiene. And the Zero G vacuum does that better than anything else because, as I mentioned, it can clean multiple surfaces, multiple things in your house. And with the Zero G's optional Silver Micron bag, it can, as Barry mentioned, inhibit the growth of many microbes in the home. So it's been with people staying home more, especially now working from home and with the virus, of course, people are very aware of hygiene, more so than they ever were. And the Zero G fits right in there. So we feel good about it because with the Silver Micron bag, we feel that we're providing a service, a needed service along with the vacuum. Same with the HVAC filter. We're selling it, of course, but we feel good about doing something that counts.
So where can people find the products and tell us about pricing?
Okay, the Zero G vacuum is available on Amazon, on Wayfair, but mostly we sell them on our website, which is zerogvac.com, zerogvac.com. And the price now is on sale for $150 off the MSRP, which comes down to $499. And we include a package of the Silver Micron bag, a 6-pack, because we know how important that is in these days. It has a full 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. It's high quality for a number of technical reasons, from stainless steel to pure copper. And it's meant to last. And yeah, zerogvac.com is probably the best place to get it, but you can find it on Amazon and Wayfair also.
And there are a variety of attachments as well for this. Do they come with it or are they
they
additional?
No, a full suite of attachments, including a mini power head for carpeted stairs in small areas, very few vacuums include that. It also has a suite of very high quality attachments, and most of them are natural hair. They're not plastic that can scratch. The brushes that come with it are made of natural hair. So it's all high quality, even down to little things that people wouldn't know, like we use 100% copper windings in the motor rather than a less expensive alloy because it keeps the heat down in the motor and adds to the life of it. We use stainless steel where we can. So, but the attachments that you mentioned are the highest quality we could find.
And Barry, where can people find you and the filters as they come to market?
The best place to get information about the filter at this point in time would be to go to silvermicron.com. And we are in production as we speak. We anticipate product to ship to 2 companies that we have orders in-house from the first week of November, and they are distribution warehouses. But we anticipate it available for retail sale second or third week of November.
Well, congratulations to both of you on the innovations that you've come up with, Barry Schwartz and Ed DiRenna. Thanks for taking the time with us.
Thank you for having us on.
Thanks for having us.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at C. Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand, without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.